Dolli. Today we are going to create chocolate mousse. For those of you who don't know what a mousse is, there is a sweet or a savory mousse. We are going to focus on the sweet mousse, chocolate mousse. First, you'll want to get your ingredients together, check through the recipe thoroughly, look for special instructions or even temperatures. Make sure you have all your ingredients. Let's get started. To start off, you're going to want to grab a pot, fill it with about 1 inch of water and bring it to a rolling boil. You'll know it's rolling when the bubbles are moving vigorously around. Once that's ready, shut it off, grab a towel, bring the pot over, put your bowl on top, and add your 4 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate chips. We're going to set that aside to melt gently. While that's melting, grab a bowl and we'll start the meringue. We have 2 room temperature egg whites and a pinch of salt. Now you can use a hand mixer or a standing mixer to get these nice and frothy. When they're frothy and about double in size, you're going to start adding the 1/4 cup sugar very slowly, about 1/2 teaspoon at a time. We want to bring these to stiff peak. Right now they're kind of soft peak, still a little ribbony. We want to keep mixing to bring it to a stiff peak. Okay, that's stiff peak. Now we're going to set these aside. Check on your chocolate. Stir it around as the chocolate tends to keep its shape while melting. At this point, add your room temperature tablespoon of butter. Mix it around a little bit, and then we're going to set it aside and leave it to melt. Now we'll add check our bowl for whipped cream. We have 1/2 cup of whipped cream here. We also want these to be stiff peak, so you need to whip these up to stiff peak. There's no need to rinse the beaters at this point as long as you did the meringue first. Otherwise, if you did the cream and then the meringue would not set at all. Once your cream is whipped, we'll set it aside. Stir in the butter. Now you can add your room temperature egg yolks. We have 2 here. At this point, you could add up to 3 tablespoons of flavor. You want the flavor to be strong, so you'll need to use an extract, but if you want to use coffee, you could reduce down 2 cups of coffee on the stove top to 3 tablespoons, which you do by slowly simmering on the stove top. Once your yolks are incorporated, grab another towel, bring the chocolate bowl over here, and let it sit for 5 minutes to cool down. Okay, now our 5 minutes have passed, the chocolate has cooled. We're going to start mixing in everything else. Take 1/2 the whipped cream. We're going to fold it in, and folding is when you take the narrow side of the spatula and you gently push it straight down, and then you bring it straight back up with the broad side flat again to incorporate the whipped cream. Like this. You'll want to rotate the bowl so you can incorporate everything. Once that's mixed in, grab 1/2 your meringue. You do the exact same thing. Fold gently, like this. Folding is required in order to keep your air that you just incorporated into the cream and the egg whites, so your mousse is nice and fluffy, has a great texture. Now take the rest of your cream Fold that in. And now take the rest of your meringue, and we'll be folding that in as well. Remember to do it gently. You want it to be as fluffy as possible. Now that it's all incorporated, you can eat it just as it is, but it's a lot better if you let the flavors meld and you chill it overnight to set up in your refrigerator. So cover it with plastic wrap and just set it on the shelf in your refrigerator. Our recipe yields about 1 quart of chocolate mousse. I have some chilled overnight. It'll make 2 large servings, 4 medium servings, or 8 small servings. I hope you'll try this quick and easy recipe the next time you're making a dessert.